Hello mga motorista! Welcome na naman sa isang Motorista Adventures na video. So this is another video kasi mas marami na akong na-research online about this new Hilux or upcoming Toyota Hilux, and maybe it will reach the Philippines next year, maybe early next year, or maybe mid next year siguro. So wala pang balita si Toyota on kailan nila to ila-launch dito sa Philippines, no? But there's a lot of things that we know now because si Thailand din nag-release na din sila ng Toyota Hilux, no, na Travo yung tawag nila sa kanilang bagong Hilux. So I don't think na tatawagin din nating Travo yan dito sa Pilipinas, maybe just Hilux. So kung titignan mo yung ating Toyota Hilux, no, maganda yung design niya, especially in the front, no. They've really done a good job in terms of the design sa Hilux. Much better siya sa mga renderings na nakita natin online. The headlights itself are small. Since they are LEDs, they don't need to be very big. So, yung nakalagay sa ating top-of-the-line Hilux that we're seeing here on the screen is a bi-LED headlight. So, high and low beam is basically on one projector. As well as yung DRLs niya is wrapped around on this small headlight cluster. Kita mo din mga motorista na yung ating mga turn signal lights is at the top of this headlight. Now, that leaves me with some things that I don't like sa harap niya kasi sayang yung space. So, again, meron siyang fog light but it's really down there, no? Para siyang sa Innova na sobrang baba, nasa pinakamababang part ng bumper nakalagay. Now, on the side, meron siya parang, I thought it was a vent, but I think that it's just plastic, no? So, sayang they could have used it as a functional vent dito. It looks like wala talaga siyang wala siyang nakalagay diyan, and it just serves as this design philosophy na yung tawag pala nila is Sumo design philosophy. So what do you think sa kanyang harap, no? But that's one thing that I'm not a fan of is yung mga parang fake vents on the side. On the front, no, wala na yung Toyota logo, so they done away with that, and nilagay nila is yung spelled Toyota talaga, which is nice, no? I really like that. And honeycomb grill, smaller on the painted surface part, and then sa babang part, mga motorista, you can see the sensor for the radar. So I think they've improved the Toyota safety sense of this newer generation Hilux. So hopefully we get full stop and go functionality with this newer model. So dito sa bottom part na ating bumper, it's raised up. So again, maganda yung approach and departure angle nito. If you're gonna go off-road, mas less yung mga scraping na mangyayari, no? Meron din tayong sensors in the front. So in case na magpa-park ka nito, so you'll be alerted, no, kung malapit ka na sa sa wall. But all these technologies, we've seen this on other brands, mga motor, especially Ford. So I think maybe Toyota's trying to research, no? So anong mga ginawa ni Ford in the past years with their Ranger. So they're trying to keep up, no, with their version of those that made the other brands sell better because of the features. So again, they're catching up to these just now. Moving on to the side, meron siyang mga claddings dito for this top of the line model. I'm sure na sa mga lower models wala na siyang plastic na mga body cladding dito sa side. So parang siyang over fender na black plastic lang. And right down below, you have the 18-inch alloy wheels pa din. All blacked out, which is nice. And yung tires na, same pa rin, highway terrain na Dweller from Bridgestone. So maybe they could have gone with the AT version, not HT. Hindi natin alam pagdating dito. Maybe all-terrain yung gamit nila. The next thing that I'd like to talk about is yung ating engine. So unfortunately, same engine pa din. 2.8 liter, double overhead cam, CRDI, turbo diesel engine from Toyota, makes around 200 horsepower and around 500 Newton meters of torque. So which is currently on the Toyota Hilux GR Sport instead of the traditional hydraulic steering wheel, ginawa na nilang electronic power steering wheel. Again, we've seen this one on other brands. So, no surprises here. Toyota's, looking at them, let's say, I think that's a better choice, to go electric power steering wheel kasi mas less yung, mas tipid siya when it comes to fuel economy. Kasi wala na tayong power steering pump which goes through the belt, diba? So, yan, mga accessories yan, nag-generate ng load sa makina, kaya nag-i-increase yung ating fuel economy. And we've known na medyo mabigat yung steering wheel ng Hilux, no? Basically, hydraulic. Yan yung isa sa mga traits niya. So, ngayon, variable na yan. So, kung nasa city driving ka, magaan. And pag nasa highway ka naman, medyo magpa-firm up yung ating steering wheel, which is a nice change. Did the tweaks na when it comes to the ECU, mas na daw, integrated na daw siya. That's basically it, mga motorista, when it comes to the engine bay, I think, no? But there are changes here that hindi ko na ma-mention kasi limited lang yung alam as of now. But they said it's 7% better fuel economy than the previous Hilux. Philosophy ni Toyota, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Para sa akin naman, this 2.8 proven na yan since they've gone with that engine. So, wala namang major problems yan. Unlike Ford na nagkakaproblema ngayon kasi they changed the previous Puma engine na timing chain to a timing belt, wet belt pa, diba? So, maraming napuputulan ng wet belt kung hindi maganda yung pagka-maintain mo sa kanya. So, again, sideline muna, si Ford nga pala, I've seen online na magbabago na pala siya ng engine again, going back to a timing chain in the future models of the Ranger. So that says something about the current bi-turbo engines that Ford has, no? So they dropped the ball on the 2.0 bi-turbo engines. Going back to the Hilux, in terms of the chassis, same chassis, maybe better rigidity. Suspension-wise, maybe they made some tweaks to that to make it a lot more comfortable. So, the cabin itself, or the cab itself, is the same. So, pati yung side mirrors is the same. They could change the side mirrors to a newer design just to make it look different sa side mirror. But, again, it's the same side mirror that we have on the current Hilux. Pati yung mga door handles, same lang din. Again, it's the same cab. Now, moving on to the back of the Hilux, which they're taking notes, no, from the Ranger again with this side step on the side of the tailgate. So ayan, pwede ka na umakyat. I really do like the LED taillights. So sa Thailand, LED pala siya sa side, tapos yung turn signal lights niya bulb type pa din, which is a bummer. Seeing that, I think that this Hilux will cost, of course, 2 million above na to without the tax exemption. Going on to the back, nakalagay Toyota na talaga, and I think it is embossed, or I think it is indented with a plastic trim na nakalagay Toyota talaga, which is nice. And sa top ng ating tailgate na tailgate opener ata yung tawag na yan, meron siyang parang flat top na you can put your drinks, no? So again, I've seen that on the Navara, 'di ba? So now they've implemented that dito sa Hilux natin to make it competitive. Yung suspension naman pala sa likod, still the same leaf spring suspension like any other pickup trucks. Maybe they made sure na mas maganda yung dampening, mas better ride comfort. So we'll have to see about that, kung ano yung improvement when it comes to ride quality pagdating dito sa Pilipinas. This is the biggest change that they've done, is the dashboard. Napakaganda na dashboard. I really like it. No? Para na siyang other Toyotas in this year na currently nakalabas na, which is the RAV4, again, Toyota Prado. Na-mention ko na sa previous video ko. And so here are some of the specs, no, dito sa loob niya. So, number one is the infotainment system is a 12.3 inch. Wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. And the thing is, puro Type-C na yung mga ports, which is really nice. So, you don't have to bring multiple cables, yung mga old Type-A port mo. So, no need for that. Yung ating digital display, I think that is around a 10-inch display siguro. I'm not pretty sure with the specs. But again, it looks really nice, futuristic na futuristic siya. And maraming storage cubbies, no? And storage spaces dito, especially on the passenger side. Meron siyang rotary knob for the drive modes, and electronic parking brake na siya just for this overland version or the top spec version, which is nice. Meron siyang auto brake hold, so no problem na pag stop and go traffic, mas less yung pagod mo sa paa mo, 'di ba? The transmission itself is still a 6-speed automatic, so they didn't mention anything that changed there. So you can expect the same performance when it comes to the transmission. Next, mga motorista, I'd like to talk about the space in the interior because the backseat space is still quite tight. And although meron siyang, meron siyang rear air vents, meron din siyang Type-C ports, but looking at even the mga presenter, they look tight, no? I'm not sure kung nakaatras yung mga but I doubt nakaatras yung mga upuan. But it looks tight yung backseat space niya this time around. Again, same cab to. Maybe yung dashboard mas malapad na siya. But again, the previous Hilux isn't really the best when it comes to interior space. So I doubt may na change dito. Is the backseat space important to you? If not, look elsewhere. Maraming pickup trucks na mas maluwag pa dito sa ating Toyota Hilux. Hopefully, we'll get to see some of them comment about the ride quality of this Hilux, which needs really, really to be improved. So, ayan mga motorista, yung ating video for today. I hope you like it, no? What do you think about the Toyota Hilux? Comment down below. So, like and subscribe Motorista Adventures for more videos. Maraming salamat and have a nice day. Bye-bye.